Hi there, Brian from Airflow Music here once again. Welcome back. It's January 5th. We're still in the Daily Shed 2021. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Thanks for all the comments on the videos. The common thread right now seems to be that folks are struggling a little with the car tongue. Partly just in general and partly at the extremes of register, either low or high. All I can say really is don't worry about it too much. If it's not something you've practiced a lot or that you practice all the time independently, then it probably is going to sound a little bit off to begin with and not quite where you want it to be. It's the same for me too. That's why I'm practicing it. So, I mean, just stick with it and try it out for a little while. I'm listening to these things every day and noticing that mine is improving day by day. And still not quite where I want it to be, but it's certainly much cleaner than it was at the beginning of this series. Okay, so that's what I can say about that. Other than that, I didn't mention it in the video yesterday, but I should have remembered to mention it every day. These 4-tone repeat on the scales. As we know, if you've been watching from the beginning, we're playing each repeat with a different articulation. All repeats are 4 times, and everything is slurred first time, single-tongued second time, car-tongued third time, and double-tongued fourth time. Okay, just to make sure I said that out loud. And I'm continuing to play these with the metronome set at 100 beats per minute. And with that, today's keys are written keys of E major and A major. So I'll see you at the other side. Okay, there it is, the E major. Not too bad overall, although it seems that those last couple keys up in that register, particularly the final E major scale in the upper octave, that was just pretty difficult for me to play and get everything slotting. Obviously there's a lot of notes on the same valve and what have you, so it, you know, requires perhaps a little more accuracy. Yeah, something for me to practice in any case. I found it particularly tricky for the car tongues up there, and you know, the last take that you heard there really wasn't very clean on the arpeggiation at the end, but I took it a few times and that was the best one I got. Fortunately my time for doing it is a little limited today. So with that in mind, I'm going to practice that some more tomorrow and really get it under my fingers then. But in the meantime, I better crack on and play the A major. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so there it is. So that's the A major as well. That one's not too bad on the whole. There was a couple of times I was getting articulations mixed up and got a little hung up on the arpeggiation in the last couple keys again. Something I need to go back and take some time to practice. But like I say, sometimes your schedule is such that you can't do that as much as you'd like to on a given day. So for today I kind of have to chalk it up to being a bit of a bad day, and tomorrow will be a better one. Not too disheartened about that. It's not my first bad day, but that's okay. Tomorrow I'll be able to spend a little more time on it and everything will be better as a result. I'll make some notes for the ones that I need to go back over, and that's the best way for me to deal with it in this situation. So I hope you had better luck with those keys than I did. And I hope you're hanging in there with me. I know from the comments that a number of you are, and you know, just keep plugging away. If you don't know these scales really well, just practice them. This will help you. If you need to go slower than I'm playing, then do so on your own time. If you need to go without the metronome to begin with, just to kind of find your way through the scales and then put it into a slower tempo, you know, that can be a good approach too. All of those things are totally valid. Okay? So, as usual, any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will read them and answer them just as quickly as I can. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please do hit that like button. It makes a big difference to how this gets seen on YouTube. And if you're enjoying these videos as a whole, please subscribe if you're not already to make sure that you see the next one. So, in the meantime, I'm going to go finish practicing my last couple keys. And I will see you back for those last couple keys here tomorrow. In the meantime, you know very well by now what to do. Go practice.